What's up, guys? It's your boy Wolf, and I'm here with my guy Jomar.
So
And
what's up?
today we're gonna talk about the MyPlayer builder. We're gonna give y'all a bunch of tips and stuff that we learned. I have over 10 builds on both consoles. Jomar has a bunch.
Same.
So I made some bad builds that I scrapped. I made some good builds that I love. So you live and learn through the build. A lot of money being wasted on VC, but hey, you know what? That's what we're here for. We're gonna try the things out and tell you guys what we learned. So Jomar, let's get into it.
First thing, obviously you know this Wolf, but I'm gonna just say real quick, fellas, for anybody out there, we just starting power forward because that is the most badges you can get on the builder is by playing the power forward position. You'll get more badges in center, PG, whatever it is. You can just make a power forward 6'7", 6'10", whatever the scenario is for you, and you'll get the most badges for sure.
100%. Yeah, we're not gonna go too deep into that one, but I think we have a build video on the channel.
Yep.
Of a 6'7" power forward.
Demigods.
Yeah, that's a quick tip. Number one, power forward, 6'7", 6'9", 6'8", doesn't matter. You get the most badges, most versatile position in 2K21 Next Gen. Tip number two, we're gonna talk about there's certain attributes that if you raise, they impact your overall. So we'll get into it. And an example I'll show is, Jomar, you could start and you could raise perimeter defense all the way up to 95. And let's see your overall goes up to 39. Okay. Now let's raise our steal to 95. 33. So that's a 6 overall difference. That's huge. And that could depending on that, you could do close. Another example is close shot to post control. That's a good one.
35.
And you go to post control.
34.
So it's one. It's not big of a difference as perimeter to steal, but those are a couple examples that there's certain attributes in each category that increase your overall higher than others at the 95 overall threshold. Yep. So you could use that to your advantage. If you want to make a point guard build and you want steal, that will impact your overall less than if you put perimeter defense. So you could have more attributes in playmaking or shooting or finishing because your overall will be less, so you have more points to spend, if that makes sense.
For example, I'm going to give you a quick example. I made a build, right, that I have 62 steal, but I have a 85 or 89 perimeter defense, but it's all because of how the overall worked. So I couldn't really upgrade the steal to an 80 because it capped. But I could upgrade the perimeter more because it didn't cap. So it's just like Wolf said, some attributes and some specific things about the builder that will make you go your overall higher or not. And that will impact the way you can make your build. Also, maybe the badges you can get depending on how high you can go up or down with the cap. So that's a big thing right there with the attributes.
100%. So we're going to dive right into tip number 3. We're going to stay on the attributes category. Now, there's certain what me and Jomar call thresholds for badges. And example that me and him use on our power forward build, which we kind of regret, we wouldn't recommend this, but we only had a 58 steal.
Let's go into it.
Because at 99, you get +4 attributes, right? So
if you look at 62, boom, right there.
Right. So if you leave your steal at 58 and you get 99, you're gonna unlock gold interceptor. So you could. Yeah, so you could put certain attributes at a threshold where you're gonna get the badge at 99, which will allow you to put stack up attributes in other categories. So if you do this in multiple categories, it kind of adds up to a lot of points that you can spend somewhere else.
If you do ball handling, 80 overall of ball handling is the pro dribble moves for everybody out there that was asking me why my build could dribble like that. I was a 6'8". And I had 80 ball handling, but I didn't have 80 ball handling. I had 76, but once it got to 99, that's a +4. So that's the threshold. I did my build where I was doing literally my whole build is made through thresholds, which means once I get to 99 overall, my build will unlock all the badges I had the threshold, which means I had interceptor at 99, I had pro dribble moves at 99, I have Hall of Fame posterizer at 99, Hall of Fame heat seeker at 99. Hall of Fame Intimidator at 99 with the 92 block. So everything had a threshold, and my build was made specifically for 99, which meant I really wasn't as good and effective as when I was 95. But once I hit 99, everything unlocked, and I was the best version yet. So I think that's a secret for everybody out there. You can do a lot of thresholds, and know that once you get that 99, it's a +4, so you can finesse the builder and know you're gonna get those specific badges once you get those +4. And those little 4 attributes here and there, you can use to get other stuff like maybe more vertical, maybe more rebounding, whatever you guys want. So that's a big thing for the builder.
100%. Next tip. I'm trying to think, Jomar. We went over this.
We can talk about
the height with the jump shot. Let's go into that one.
Yes.
Yeah, you can hit it.
So basically, this is a big one for me. I think when I started playing 2K, like we'll say, you make some mistakes here and there. So I made a 6'8", a 6'9". I ended up making a 6'10" on the PS5 version. But basically, if you're 6'8", right, and let's say your wingspan is max, like this is basically my build, right? So you finish right here with an 85 3-pointer. Once you get 99, it's at 81 right now, and then the +4 is at 85, right? So the way the jump shot works, obviously, is the height. Like if you're 6'10", your jump shot on the jump shot creator, the speed, it won't go up as high as you can go if you're 6'9", if you're 6'8". Same thing if you're 6'5", 6'6". There's a lot of different things with the jump shot, so you gotta keep that in mind when making on the builder. Like height will matter on the jump shot speed, and also the attribute will matter on the jump shot speed. That's something I personally identified playing the game. When I was shooting, like example, a 3-pointer and I had an 80 3-pointer, my speed was normal. And then once I shoot a midi, I had an 86 mid range, so my jump shot was a lot faster. So having an 85 plus attribute on shooting, it will make your jump shot speed faster. So those are little things that you gotta keep in mind when you're looking at making a popper build, making a shooting guard pure sharp. Maybe if you're 6'8", your jump shot will not be as fast as if you're a 6'6" pure sharp. So everything matters. So you gotta keep that in mind when making builds.
100%. Like so, there's 4 different jump shot speeds in 2K21. You got slow, normal, fast, fastest. So if you're 6'6" and below, you have you get the 4 speeds. You get up to the fastest jump shot speed. If you're between 6'7" and 6'9", you get up to speed 3, which is fast. And then if you're 6'10" and above, you get only normal jump shots.
You get the normal jump shot
speed.
Exactly.
So that's a kind of a way you could like identify how fast you want your jump shot. So if you want to be a guard, I recommend 6'6" and below. If you want to be like a shooting guard or some lock or something, 6'7" is fine. So yeah, I mean, I wouldn't recommend going past 6'9" if you want to shoot in this game. I mean, you could shoot at 6'10", but it's just, you don't get all the jump shots and stuff. So
yeah, I think everything it has a loophole on the system, and the next one I think is the big loophole that we can say how you can be 6'10" and also get the glitchy jump shot. So we've got a specific detail on you guys with that.
Yeah, so Jomar, I'm gonna need your little help here. So you're gonna back out to the main menu, and we're gonna talk about the best builds in 2K, and we call them the metric builds. So you're gonna go to your settings to the right, features.
Okay, this is a glitchy one right here.
You're gonna go to settings. You're gonna go all the way down to hold on, a little up. Sorry about that.
Right here.
Yeah. So you're gonna go to hit right. You're gonna go to metric system.
Ooh, man, if I knew this. Okay, so we go metric.
It's been in 2K for years, and I never knew this until this year. So you go to metric system, and what this does is it changes all the measurements in the game to the metric measurements. Which allows kind of a loophole in the build system and allows you to make players that are taller but have attributes of shorter players, if that makes sense. And we're gonna go into it. So you go back out here. So make sure it's on metric, and you're gonna change all these numbers. You go to MyPlayer Builder.
That's a big loophole. I'm not gonna lie, that's a big one.
It's
we go
huge.
center.
So
we go power forward.
Or power forward, doesn't matter.
Okay, let's go ahead. Oh my God. I've never seen this, man. I'm stunned as y'all are, chat. I'm the same way because I've never seen this. So let's go. Go ahead, Wolf.
Is that center or power forward?
This is center. You want to go power forward?
No, that's fine. So basically, so now it's on meters, whatever. So if you go to 2.08 meters,
okay, right here.
That is that's
6'10"?
technically a 6'10".
Okay,
but the game gives you 6'9" stats.
Wow. My God.
So with that, you could make a build that is in the game height 6'10", but you still get the faster jump shots.
You get the faster jump shots.
More steal, more speed. So it's kind of giving you like a free inch on your player, which is obviously a huge
It's a
advantage.
huge advantage.
And Jomar, you recently just played with a metric build, and he's going crazy. And it's huge. Like, this is a big part of the game that I never knew about, and I recently found out this year. And it's becoming the meta in the pro scene and the pro-am scene. Everybody's running 3 610s or 2.08 meter builds. And it's kind of a loophole in the system, but hey, you know what? We're here to show you guys everything we know. So you can mess around with this. Some guards even do it. Like, there's some guards who are like 6'6" height with the metric system, but they have 6'5" stats. So like, they have a higher 3-ball, they have a higher speed, ball control, but they have 1 extra inch and arms to play with. So like, you can do this with any build you want. You just got to mess around with the meters and stuff. I don't know the exact numbers of all of them. You got to kind of glitch it out and figure it out on your terms. But that's another tip. Make sure you guys explore the metric system builds, because it essentially gives you a free inch of height and wingspan, or inch or meter. I'm not sure, but it's something. It basically makes you bigger for you don't really lose much.
I mean, like Wolf said, man, and listen, like, obviously this is the we're just showing you the little loopholes and glitches in the builder. This is the big one. This is the most important one. Like, for you to be able to be 6'10", right? So you're 6'10", and you can shoot like you're 6'8", 6'9", or you be able to be a pure sharp, right? And be 6'8", be able to shoot like a 6'7", or be like a PG and be like a 6'6", and be able to dribble like a 6'5". Like, all these things, like, that would be a big advantage. I was playing the whole year with a 6'8" just because of the difference I had over like the 6'10s, like jump shot speed, overall speed, pro dribble, stuff like that. And then I'm matching up against 6'10", like way bigger than me, and they can also shoot the 3 like I can. So, and dribble like I can. So this will give you a big advantage, and it's a loophole in the system not many people know, and it's the metric glitch. As you can see, just go to the settings, change the metric, and then go to the high, go to the weight, just mess with it a little bit, and you gotta get a lot more advantage over your opponent. So that's a little loophole, and I think this is the big one for sure.
Yeah. Speaking about centers, Jomar, we could keep staying on the center category. Yeah. Another tip is stamina does not matter as much as you want. And I think 2K Labs, which are our buddies, great guys over there at 2K Labs, they do a bunch of videos on, attributes and stuff like that on 2K. They found out that 25, I think when you go into a game, I think the game gives you 50 stamina no matter what.
Yeah.
So if you have 25 stamina, when you start a game, it's going to give you 50. And then you got to remember, you got the Gatorade boost, you got the ones you could buy, you got the drills. So you're going to go from 25 stamina to maybe I'll say Jomar like around 65 with all the boosts and everything that you get.
Yeah, I think.
And you basically get, it's
like you have, like a normal player without being not 25. It's literally like you can work through the whole game with sprinting the whole quarter. It's basically, you can play normally. There's no disadvantage to having 25 stamina. You can sprint, hold turbo the whole game, and you'll be fine just as if you have 80 stamina, man. It's glitchy, super glitchy.
Now we're gonna say this, but like, we don't know. 2K could patch this. That's the risk. If you make a build with 25 stamina, there's a risk that 2K could patch it, and then next thing you know, you're freaking blinking as soon as the game starts. We don't know. That could happen. But currently in the game, the way it is now, 25 stamina does not affect you at all. Especially if you have your drills and you buy the 3 Gatorade boosts, you essentially could play the game normally with 25 stamina. And this allows you in the MyPlayer builder to put those points elsewhere. You can max your vertical. You can put more steel, whatever, because you don't have to worry about upgrading your stamina.
Yeah,
remember, we're going to put an asterisk on this. It could get patched.
It could get patched, for sure.
Be careful if you do this, because then if it does get patched, your build's basically ruined. So just make sure you guys know that going into making the 25 stamina build.
So I'm gonna show you guys right here. This is the demigod build I remember I made at the beginning of the year just to have fun, basically literally just to have fun. And this, I remember you guys remember, like Will said, you gotta be careful, because if they patch it, then that matters, because they did patch interior. We remember when the beginning interior didn't matter. But imagine doing this, Wolf. Imagine having 30 playmaking badges, 29 defensive badges, 14 finishing, 9 shooting. And you can say, oh, he has no stamina, he has no strength, he has no interior. But at the beginning of the year, you could have done this and you would have been the best player by far, just because of, like Will said, like little things like having no stamina doesn't matter. Having low strength really doesn't really impact that much the game, because if you have interior high and you have no strength, you're still gonna get brick walls, stuff like that, and vice versa. So having no stamina is definitely a little tip right out there on the builder. If you're a big man, I suggest if you're a big man, because if you're playing PG or lock, it's a little different because you are definitely a lot more active on the court, running up and down, depending on the position. But if you're a big man, you really don't run up and down that crazy. If you're pressing, you're on the backside. When you're on the pick and roll, you're mostly just sitting, jumping up and high. You're not sprinting too much. So if you're a big man, for sure, no stamina. And also, I'm gonna sneak it in there. It's for my guy Wolf, and he was one of the ones that told me this too. When you guys are making your builds, there's a lot of people that think that body shape maybe doesn't matter, and I see a lot of people try to go super skinny because I don't know, like, I guess they like KD, stuff like that. But like, I personally believe, and Wolf personally believes this too, if you go burly, just a sneak it in tip right there is the best way to go. We were playing the other day against a PG that had like a Steph Curry build, and he was burly as hell.
Yeah,
and he was just harder to, like, he just felt bigger. Like, he's bumping you more. He creates more space in the lanes just because of the body type. So we suggest you guys go burly if you can. Just do it, man. It won't change your speed. It won't change your jump shot speed. It won't change anything. You're just gonna be bigger in the court, and the bigger you are, the better.
Yeah, it makes your player model way bigger, and like, I mean, you're burly. You're gonna be a big boy. So, recommend. I make all my builds burly. Jomar does too. A lot of people in the community do. Not everybody. Like I said, is more, how you want to look or whatever, but burly is a bigger physical type of body, and it's going to take up more space in the court, which allow you to play more lanes, play two easier, whatever. So definitely another tip right there. That's a good one, Jomar.
So those, I think, are it. I don't remember if you got any more tips.
I think we covered them all.
I think we covered. We remember, you guys, we mentioned, the badge thresholds. Different badges you can unlock. If you know that +4 at 99, you can definitely play around with the thresholds and have more attributes to use on other stuff. We talked about the jump shot speed, depending on the attribute, depending on the height. It's a big one. We talked about, obviously, no stamina and being burly as some little tips to have here and there. And, the most important one, we talked about the metric system. That's the loophole to also be a 6'10" and also have the jump shot speed of a 6'9", 6'8". So those are a couple ones that we talked about, and we hope you guys enjoyed it. We hope it helped you guys. I know it's a little late into the year, but you can still make more builds, still have more fun. We got a lot of questions. I got a lot of DMs asking me about builds here and there. So those are our little tips on the builder when you're creating your builds to maybe finish the year with a glitchy one.
For sure. Yeah. All right, guys. Make sure you guys comment, subscribe, let us know any questions. Hope this helped you out. Make those glitchy builds, man. Go crazy in the park. Go crazy in the pro-am. It's your boy Wolf, Jomar.
Peace out, man.
And we out of here.